What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream, guys. Appreciate all you being here. Big 11 game slate tonight. This is going to be a crazy slate for sure. It's the day before the trade deadline. There's already a ton of guys questionable. Two of the biggest stars in the league, Harden and Giannis, are both questionable tonight. This is going to be a crazy slate. It's tough to break stuff down right now, not knowing this news on Harden or Giannis, because if Harden sits, that just completely changes the slate. If Giannis sits, that obviously changes a lot. And we also have some other guys questionable, like Malcolm Brogdon questionable tonight. Miles Turner still questionable, so there's some guys from the Pacers that would look very appealing if those two were to be ruled out. SGA did get ruled out this afternoon. I think that impacts a little bit, not too much, but we'll talk about some of the guys that benefit without SGA. But as always, man, appreciate you guys being here. Should be a fun slate tonight. Should be a lot to talk about. Over the next hour or so. As always, we'll be here to answer you guys' questions, talk through everything, break down the slate as always. So yeah, guys, appreciate you being here. What's up, Jay? What's up, Mr. Golf and More? Jason, what's up, my man? What's up, Darnell? Jimbo Fisher says, Harden, same neck injury as last night. Complete BS. Harden will play now that I use him tonight. Watch him sit. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, last night I was pretty confident that Harden was going to play last night. Now that it's a back-to-back, maybe they sit him, but it's so tough because, it's a late-night game. It's one of the last games on the slate. I'm pretty sure it's one of the 10 o'clock games, so we're probably not going to have news on Harden before lock. I think I'm just going to go into the slate assuming that he plays. If he gets ruled out, then, I'll figure it out from there, but, for now I'm just going to assume that Harden plays, given he played last night. And it didn't seem, I watched a lot of that game, he seemed fine. It didn't seem like he was, injured or anything. Malcolm and Giannis are going to be out. I mean, yeah, I guess we'll see. Luckily, the Pacers play. What time? The Pacers are one of the first games on the night. They're actually the first game on the night, so we'll know news on Brogdon and Turner before lock. We should get news on Giannis as well, given that Milwaukee plays at 7:30. But the big news is Harden, and he, with that being a 10 o'clock game, it's so tough to just. You're basically just going to be guessing, I guess. Jeremy Lamb, 4.2K, good value, had 41 DK points yesterday with Brogdon out. Yeah, I agree. I think Lamb, he wasn't, once Brogdon and Turner got ruled out, the main guys I was considering were, Sabonis, Karis LeVert, TJ McConnell, but Jeremy Lamb came off the bench and had a really good game. He's still pretty cheap. I mean, you could definitely go there if Brogdon remains out. Jeremy Lamb, he's really not someone I've played at all this season, but he's still got some upside, and I think without Brogdon, that would definitely be a pretty nice boost for him. So he'd be in play for sure. Won 2K last week. Now I'm on a 7-day losing streak. Hey, Chris, I feel you, man. I'll have weeks where I do really well, and then you just go on a dry spell, and it sucks. It sucks, man. But you just got to keep grinding. You got to keep grinding. You got to trust that what you're doing is correct. You know what you're doing, and at the end of the day, you just got to keep grinding. That's all I've got to say. I've been in huge slumps, man. I've had weeks where I just constant losses, just weeks straight. But then you'll have that big hit every now and then that gets you back up there. What's up, Noah? Hope you had a great B day, bro. I really did see money. I did, but thank you, man. Got scared off of Harden. Figured I'd get bagged. Show me the money. Hey, I mean, I wasn't. Once we got the word Harden was playing, I was gonna play him. I mean. There wasn't maybe something could have happened. He could have re-injured something, but I was very confident that he was going to play. And once it was announced he was playing, I was playing him 100%. I'm stacking Atlanta versus Sacramento. I mean, yeah, that looks like one of the best games of the night to stack for sure. If you're going to stack a game, I don't think you really need to on an 11-game slate, but Atlanta Sacramento should definitely be a high-scoring game. Should have a ton of points scored. Should stay close as well. There's a lot of viable plays in that game. Did you cash yesterday? I did not cash yesterday. I had a couple snowflakes that held me down. I can pull up my DK lineup real quick. DK was pretty bad. Yahoo, I was closer to the cash line, but DK wasn't great. Finished with 255 on DK last night. My team was Harden, NAW, Jeff Green, Randall, Harrell, Tyler Johnson. I did play K-Cot. Once it was announced K-Cot was starting, he fit into my build. I didn't really want to play him, but I liked the rest of my lineup, and I had 3K left, so I played K-Cock once he was announced he was starting, and then CJ McCollum. Really, the big ones that killed me were Montrezl Harrell and CJ McCollum. I mean, the blowout in the Lakers game definitely cost Harrell a few extra minutes. He probably wouldn't have got there anyway, but yeah. GPP Lionel DK, Young, Halliburton, Bogdanovich, Giannis, Ayton, Sexton, Cam Johnson, Claxton. I mean, that's solid for now, Rich. Obviously, Giannis still questionable, so we'll need to watch that. Cam Johnson, I just don't play Cam Johnson, but I feel like this is one of those slates where we're just going to get a lot of news, in the next couple of hours, especially with it being the trade deadline. There's a chance that some guys get traded, and like John Collins is on the trade block, Kyle Lowry's on the trade block. Those guys could get traded and get ruled out tonight, at any time. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of news that comes out tonight, but, we'll see. Noah, let's get it, man. Thank you for all your free content. Sure thing, Dan. Sure thing. What's up, Noah? Do you think you can pay up for Luka and Giannis on the slate? I mean, right now it's kind of tough to do that because there isn't a ton of super cheap value. But, it all depends on what value opens up from now till lock. Like I said, I think there's going to be some news that comes out that's unexpected from now till lock. So we're probably going to have value tonight. On an 11-game slate, normally there's value that opens up somewhere. Back and knee injuries take 3 games to come back. Look at Dragic, back injuries. His third game he's going to miss. I don't know who you're talking about in terms of back end. I guess Giannis maybe. I think it's his knee that's injured. I'm not exactly sure. It's a knee injury. It says here that he practiced Tuesday. Coach said he's questionable. If he practiced Tuesday, that kind of makes me assume he'll play. But like I said, 7:30 game, so we'll have that news before lock. I'm sure we'll have news on Giannis before lock. Aminu 40 burger, yeah, I saw Aminu smash last night. He was not even someone I wasn't considering mini magic at all last night. And Aminu went out there and had 17 and 10 with 6 assists and I think a couple steals as well. Just random shit. I mean, you can never expect that kind of game from Al-Farouq Aminu. VanVleet might be the best pick for tonight with Lowry and Powell trade talks. Yeah, I mean, we'll need to watch that for sure. I would not be surprised if Lowry and Powell get traded and they're out for tonight. So, gotta watch that for sure. I feel like Luka versus Minnesota has higher upside than Harden versus Utah because the Jazz will double him early. I mean, it's a better matchup for Luka, but with you look at Harden's numbers with Kyrie and KD off the floor. I mean, they're just insane. Last night, Harden shot terribly from the field last night. He shot 29% from the field. He shot 7 for 24, 0 for 7 from 3, and he still had 62 Draftkings points. Harden's just going to do everything. He's going to score. He's going to get a ton of assists. He's obviously a good rebounder. He's going to play a ton of minutes. Harden's still the guy that I'd prefer over Luka. And I think maybe with Harden being questionable again, he wasn't that popular last night. I think he was 50% in most of the contests I was in, which really isn't that high. Normally when we get Harden on these slates without KD or Kyrie, normally Harden's 80% owned. But last night he was, 50% owned. So I don't think he's going to be insanely popular. I still like Harden. I think he's one of the top plays once again. Yo, what's up, Noah? How are you? I'm doing pretty well, man. Doing pretty well. How about yourself? Hope you're doing well. Top value on Yahoo. I mean, Jeff Green is still minimum salary over there, so I do like Jeff Green, especially with Blake Griffin resting. Jeff Green looks really good again. Bruce Brown's minimum salary on Yahoo as well. He's a solid value, but he would be an even better value if somehow Harden were to sit. So probably be one of those two guys. What's the most you've ever won? I won $10K on a Yahoo tournament. It was a free roll tournament. They do their season-long NBA tournament every year. It's their Yahoo Cup. I think it was back in 2018. I won it for 10 grand. It was first place, 10 grand. That's the most I've ever won. What's your thoughts on Jayshawn Tate? 5.8K with both Oladipo and Wall playing. I don't have much interest in Jayshawn Tate, especially with Christian Wood back. Tate's he's overpriced at this point, I think. Top spend up, not Giannis or Harden. I mean, not Giannis or Harden. I guess my next favorite would probably be Luka. And then best value, I mean, there's a ton of question marks right now with, these studs. But I would say right now, one of the better values, I mean, I like Jeff Green again. He's someone I'm looking to for value. I think Theo Maledon looks like a good value now that SGA's been ruled out. Those guys I do like. I'm DD with the $2 super chat. Says, good luck, fam. Hey, I appreciate that, DD. Thank you for the $2 super chat, man. And good luck to you as well. Good luck to you as well. Maledon and Dort on Yahoo. Yeah, I like both those guys. Maledon, I think he's $11 on Yahoo. Super, super cheap. Dort's $12. He's small forward, though, and small forward is usually always a tough position to fill on Yahoo. So, yeah, I like both those guys, T-Bone. I think they're both in play for value. What's the best play now that SGA's out? I mean, Maladon's probably the guy that gets the biggest boost. Maladon and Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome's, he's a slightly more productive player, but Maladon's probably going to play more minutes. Maladon also starts. So I think between those two, I'd rather have Maladon. I think he's the guy that, looks the best from OKC now. How do you rate the studs tonight, assuming they all play? For me, it's Harden number 1. I think I'd go Giannis 2, Luka 3. But definitely Harden number 1 for me. If Harden plays, he's my favorite stud. On Yahoo, is Patty Mills or Jalen Noel okay for values punt play? I don't have much interest in either one. With Lonnie Walker out, I think you could go to Patty Mills, but not much interest in either one, I'll be honest. Patrick Bush, $5 super chat. Good luck tonight. Let's get that money. Hey, I appreciate the super chat, Patrick. Thank you for the donation, man, and good luck to you as well. Good luck to you as well, man. 0 for 7 from 3 with 63 DK points. Yeah, exactly, Derek. In terms of Harden, he's going to do so much with the peripherals. He's going to get to the free throw line a ton. Even on his terrible shooting nights, like he had last night, terrible shooting night for Harden last night, and he still had over 60 fantasy points. His upside is just it's massive with Harden or KD and Kyrie off the floor. Imagine if Harden shot the ball well last night, he could have went for 85, 90. Harden's, I'm pretty sure there was one game. It was a couple years ago. Either CP3 was out or Westbrook was out. I can't remember. Harden legit dropped 100 fantasy points. He had 50 points and a triple double with 50 points. Dude, the dude's he's insane. He's it's insane his numbers with those guys off the floor. You're the man, Noah. Thoughts on pairing Fox and Trae Young tonight? I'm thinking it might be the highest scoring game tonight. I mean, yeah, that's something you could definitely do, Lamar. I think both those guys have a ton of upside in what should be a very fast-paced game, should be a high-scoring game. You could for sure play both those guys together. I mean, I really like Harden, and I really like Trae Young. I think those are the two studs I like. I want to try and play together. But if you want to go Fox and Trae Young, totally fine with that. Who would be today's Al-Farouq Aminu? I mean, I really don't know. That was just the most... I don't even know what Aminu's ownership was last night. I mean, he wasn't even someone I was considering. Any thoughts on Aminu as a punt play? I'm pretty... I just don't want to chase that. I mean, I know he's super cheap, 3,700. But I just can't go there, man. You cannot expect Al-Farouq Aminu to put up 44 DK points again. He's just such a low-usage player. He's just not a guy that I really enjoy rostering. You're never going to feel good at putting Al-Farouq Aminu in your lineup. So, if you want to chase that, go ahead, but I'm not playing Al-Farouq Aminu. I'll let other people chase that. SGA out, who you liking for OKC? I mean, I think Theo Maledon's the guy that benefits the most with SGA out. He's going to start at point guard, should get pretty big minutes. Him and Ty Jerome, I think, both benefit, but I'd prefer Maledon, I think, over the two. What do you think about Evan Fournier? He's very cheap on Yahoo. Yeah, Fournier's in play over there. There's other shooting guards I prefer. I'd rather play Terry Rozier for a little bit more salary. Tyrese Halliburton is similarly priced to Fournier. I think I'd slightly prefer Halliburton as well in a better matchup. But Fournier's viable for sure. What's up, Noah? I'm sorry I'm late to the chat. Just got to work. Let's get it tonight. Hey, let's get it, Patrick. Let's get it, man. Appreciate you being here. I played Aaron Gordon last night. Then my friend said he was possibly getting traded 6 points at halftime. I mean, yeah, that's another. I think Aaron Gordon's another guy that's on the trade block. We've seen it before. Guys would literally get traded mid-game. So that's definitely a risk, I would say. Playing some of those guys that are on the trade block right now. They could get traded mid-game and you're fucked at that point. So I don't think I'm really going to be playing Aaron Gordon on this slate anyway, but, that's just even more risk to him. And some of these other guys we've talked about, John Collins, Kyle Lowry, these guys are on the trade block. I think Harden's a great fade tonight. Hey, if you think he's a great fade, then, fade him. I don't think he's going to be that popular, I'll be honest. I don't see Harden being 60% owned on this slate. I think he's going to be... It depends when we get the news that he's playing. If we get news before lock that he's playing, then I think he'll probably be, 40, 50% owned. If we don't get news on Harden until later in the night, then he'll probably be 30% owned maybe, which is super low for Harden. Normally he's 80% owned when we have this scenario. I like Harden a lot, assuming he plays. Dort over Maledon. I think both are viable, but I would probably rather play Maledon. I think the main reason I'm really looking at Dort is just because he's small forward, and small forward's always a tougher position to fill than guard is. Guard, there's always so many good options at guard. Small forward, it's a lot different. But I would still take Maledon just straight up over Dort. What's up, Noah? Good luck tonight. Hey, good luck to you as well, Marcus. Good luck, man. What do you think of playing Luka with Harden and Cash? I mean, I guess you could go that route. It depends on what value opens up. Like right now, we don't have a ton of cheap value that I really like that I would be playing in cash. So I don't think you'd be able to do that right now. But obviously, that could change from now to a lot. We could get some guys ruled out that definitely opens up value. But I would say like if Giannis winds up sitting, if Brogdon and Turner are out again, then it's probably going to become like a mid-tier type build. Guys like Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Sabonis, like these are going to be the guys I'm kind of going to be looking to in that scenario. Then maybe I won't play Harden. That would probably be the only scenario. Much love from Turkey, man. Keep it going. Hey, I appreciate you watching all the way from Turkey. That's crazy. Most I ever won was 20,000 being bored, made a random college football lineup. I knew nothing about college ball. Hey, sometimes you just got to get lucky. That's awesome, though, Mitchell. That's awesome. Is it okay to fade Harden if he plays? I mean, yeah, it's an 11-game slate. Like, you don't have to play Harden. I still think he's one of the top plays of the slate if he does play. Normally when we get these scenarios where Harden's the primary ball handler, where he's going to dominate the usage, normally I just play him. But like I said, it's an 11-game slate. There's a lot of options tonight. Depending on the news that comes, any news that comes out from now till lock, like I might not play Harden. Like I said, if we get word that Giannis is out again, then I'm really gonna like a lot of those guys in the mid-range: Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, and then if Brogdon and Turner get ruled out, Sabonis, LeVert, McConnell, they all become really good plays. You're not gonna be able to play all those guys with Harden, so I'll have some decisions to make if that happens. Dylan Brooks or Lou Dort. I'd probably rather have Lou Dort, honestly. Like I haven't been playing Dylan Brooks recently. Like he's just been bad. Like, he really. I don't even know what he's been doing recently, just because I haven't been considering him at all. I mean, he's had some good games recently, but I'd probably rather have Lou Dort. I mean, I guess that'd be close. Probably rather have Lou Dort, though, honestly. I think Dort's upside. Dort's not someone I normally like playing, but I think his upside is a little bit higher when SGA is off the floor. Jokic over under 55 fantasy points. I mean, I don't bet on player props or anything like that, but I would think I'd probably take the over there. I mean, Jokic, I would always want to bet the over when it comes to Jokic. I'd be scared to bet the under on a stud like him. Any players to watch with trade deadline coming up? I mean, we've discussed a couple of them. I know Kyle Lowry and Norman Powell have both been talked about in trades. John Collins. There's some other ones. Like Aaron Gordon's been brought up for trades. Like those are some guys that could maybe get traded. For now, we're just, I'm just assuming they are playing, but don't be surprised if you get a wash bomb at 6:30 that Lowry's been traded somewhere, and then obviously if he gets traded, he's not playing. So that would make a lot of those Raptors guys, Van Vliet, Siakam, a lot more interesting. Would you play Roby from OKC? I mean, I think Roby's price at this point, I don't have a ton of interest in him. If he was cheaper, he'd be a lot more appealing. But he's almost $6K on DK, I think. I'm assuming Roby probably starts tonight, but at his price tag, I don't have a ton of interest in Roby. Yeah, Lonzo, he's another one. Obviously, that doesn't matter too much tonight because the Pelicans aren't playing, but Lonzo's another guy that's on the trade block. Any TLC love? Probably not for me, unless Harden were to get ruled out, then yeah, I'd like TLC, but if Harden plays, I don't have a ton of interest in him. I think my main interests from Brooklyn are going to be Harden, Jeff Green, Bruce Brown, where he's minimum salary on Yahoo. I think mainly Harden and Jeff Green I like most from Brooklyn. Also Nick Claxton. I think Nick Claxton's still too cheap, with his minutes trending up. You see Tony Bradley go off last night. Any way to predict these type of plays? I mean, Tony Bradley, that's just one that he's a guy that has upside, but his minutes are just, they're all over the place. He could play 28 minutes. He could play 20 minutes. It really depends on how Dwight Howard's. Like, if Dwight Howard comes off the bench and he's not playing that well, like Tony Bradley he came out hot, right as the game started. I can't remember what he had in the first quarter, but he had a really good first quarter, and Doc just chose to, play him a lot more than normal. Those are just one of those guys that he's got the upside. It's just, a lot of times when you play Tony Bradley, it's not going to work. But there will be times when he does, have those games like he did last night. Is Harden, Rozier, Jerome, Middleton, Green, Hayward, Ayton, Malden a good lineup on Yahoo? I mean, that looks pretty solid. Obviously, Middleton, I'm only going to play Middleton if Giannis is out. If Giannis plays, I don't have any interest in Middleton. But that looks pretty solid for now. Still going to stick to the core you put out for us yesterday? I mean, it's too early to tell, Nathan. Like, right now, I just, we got to wait for news. that's, the core that I give out in my YouTube videos. Those are just, early plays that stand out to me. But that doesn't mean I'm playing all those guys. News changes, things change in the NBA. I have, updated content on Patreon if you want to check that out. I'm always providing updates over there, but can't give out everything for free. Daniel House or Crowder? I'd probably play Crowder, I guess, if I had to pick one of those two. I don't really like either one, but probably Crowder if I had to pick one. I'm going to fade Harden tonight. I think they might get blown out. Utah plays good defense. If you want to fade Harden, go ahead. Sabonis is my stud tonight, especially if Brogdon and Turner sit again. Yeah, I'm going to really like Sabonis if Brogdon and Turner are out again. I mean, Brogdon, he can play, but I think Turner being out is what really benefits Sabonis because Sabonis is going to be their primary center. And when Sabonis gets time, without Turner, when he's the primary center, Sabonis is just even more productive than normal. So, yeah, I'm going to really like Sabonis if Turner sits again. You think I can fit 2 10K players in my lineup? I mean, right now, I don't know if that would be a strategy I would go just because there's not a ton of value that I really love, but it depends what value opens up from now till lock. What's up, Noah? How you feel about Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert on Yahoo? I think they're both in play for tournaments. I don't know if they're guys like I'd be considering in cash games or I'd be playing in my optimal lineup. But yeah, tournaments, I mean, we saw what Enes Kanter did to Brooklyn last night. I mean, Brooklyn's just always been a team that's gotten killed by bigs. So it's a good matchup for Rudy Gobert for sure. Definitely someone you can consider in tournaments. I don't think I'd be going there like in cash though. There's just other centers I like for cheaper over Gobert. What's up, Noah, my guy? What's up, Galvin? What's up, man? Good luck tonight, Noah. Is DeAndre Hunter in play tonight? I mean, I don't have too much interest in DeAndre Hunter. He came back from injury last game. I don't really know how many minutes he played. He played 20 minutes in his first game back. I don't see any reason why we'd be playing him tonight. I mean, he's probably going to get more than 20 minutes tonight, but I don't like playing these guys coming back from injury until I see the minutes fully ramp up. Until we see Hunter, get back to around 30 minutes, get back to good production, he's probably not really going to be someone I consider, even in a good matchup. James Harden or Luka? If Harden's playing, he's my favorite stud, so I'd take Harden. DeRozan, PG, or Jaylen Brown? Probably take PG there between those three. Do you use a lineup optimizer? I do not. I hand build all my lineups. Back when Roto Grinders, their lineup optimizer used to be free back in the day. I did use it then, especially during baseball season. I think MMEing during baseball's baseball is a good sport to MME in. I think it's tough playing one lineup in baseball just with all the variants. So I did use a lineup optimizer back then, but no, I just hand built my lineups now. Who do you think are the best plays from the Atlanta-Sacramento late game? I mean, Trae Young, I really like at his price on DK. I think De'Aaron Fox is a really good option as well. Halliburton is definitely way too cheap on DK. Now that he's starting and playing pretty good minutes. I mean, I think he got 36 minutes last game. He was really productive. So I would say my 3 favorite plays from that game are definitely Trae Young, Halliburton, Fox. But, you could go to Clint Capella. You could go to Buddy Hield. There's a lot of guys that are viable, in a good game environment like that. Thoughts on Monk tonight? Yeah, Malik Monk's someone you could look to in tournaments. First game without LaMelo, he did get pretty good minutes off the bench. I think he played 27 minutes last game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he played 27 minutes last game. He didn't shoot the ball that well, only 18 DK points in that time, but we know Malik Monk is someone that can score. When he gets hot, he can put up big games. He's obviously going to get more minutes with LaMelo out, so definitely have some interest in Malik Monk, in tournaments. I don't think I'd be playing him in cash or anything. But he should be super, super low owned, so you could go there in GPPs. Claxton, yeah, we mentioned Claxton. I think, this is a matchup that I'm definitely scared for Claxton, just going up against Rudy Gobert. I feel like that's a matchup where they probably want DeAndre Jordan out there more than Claxton. But the minutes have been trending up for Claxton, which is obviously good to see. And, he's a really productive player when he gets minutes. I mean, 22 minutes last night, 28 DK points, 26 minutes against Washington, 26 DK points. He's been a fantasy point per minute player. He's only 4K. If he's going to play 22 to 24 minutes, I mean, he's definitely got the upside to pay off this price point. The matchup's not great. It's a scary matchup for sure against Gobert, but Nick Claxton's such a productive player that, at 4K, he's definitely viable now that his minutes are starting to trend up. Just don't be surprised if this is a game where they do actually give DeAndre Jordan more than normal minutes. Nervous about playing Claxton and Jordan tonight against Gobert. Got a feeling this is going to be a wild slate. Yeah, we just mentioned that. I mean, it feels like a matchup where they're going to want Jordan out there more than Claxton, but Claxton's been good, man. I feel like he's kind of undersized when it comes to Gobert. Like, he's a skinny guy, that's for sure. My friend keeps playing me heads up and losing. Does that make him some kind of pain freak? I mean, I don't know, Jason. If you're playing him and you're beating him, then just keep playing him, I guess, if he's going to keep joining. Star and Scrubs build or mid-range? I mean, right now it looks like kind of a mid-range type slate. Like, there's not a lot of great value, but that could all change from now till lock. If the slate were to start that now, though, I think it would definitely be like a mid-range type build for me. I think it would maybe I'd jam in Harden, then kind of not really any other studs with him. What's up, Noah? Thanks for being dope. Much love from Virginia. Hey, I appreciate you watching, Dan. Appreciate you watching out from Virginia. That's awesome, man. Thanks for being here. Maudon or Satoransky? I think now that SGA is out, I prefer Theo Maudon. Zubac or Moses Brown? I mean, I don't really see any reason to play Moses Brown tonight with Horford playing, so I would take Zubac. Like, my main interest from OKC are the guards, really, plus Lou Dort. So, mainly, Maudon, Ty Jerome, Dort, those are the guys I'm considering. I guess you could play Poku. Like, he should be more productive without SGA. Poku's, the one time I played him this year, it didn't work out, but you could maybe go there. I think it's just the guards for me, though, that I'm really considering from the Thunder. When Al Horford's playing, I don't really have any interest in Moses Brown. How many Hornets you like tonight? I think my main interests from Charlotte are Gordon Hayward and then the two guards, Graham and Rozier. But you could play Malik Monk. Cody Zeller's now probable, so that really, I don't have any interest in Bismack. I'm a lot less interested in PJ Washington now, so it's mainly Hayward and the two guards for me from Charlotte. Would you play Roby for OKC? We mentioned that earlier. I think he's just a little bit too expensive for my liking. If he was cheaper, I'd have more interest, but at his price on DK, I don't have a ton of interest in Roby, even if he starts, which probably he will, I'm assuming. They're probably going to start Maudon, Dort, Poku, Roby, and Horford. I'm pretty sure that's going to be their starting lineup. Click the like button, show support for the man, the myth, the legend, the GOAT. Good luck to you all. Got to run. Hey, good luck, T-Money. Hit the like button, guys, as always, man. Appreciate the likes, guys. But good luck, T-Money. Thanks for being here, man. Jamal Murray or Ja Morant? Give me Ja between those two. Thoughts on Biyombo? Yeah, with Cody Zeller now probable, I don't have any interest in Biyombo. Is Ayton your favorite point per dollar center on DK? Yeah, I would say he's up there. I think Ayton is definitely way too cheap on DK. If he's going to be playing 32, 34 minutes like he has been the last two games, he's someone I have a lot of interest in. I'm sure, knowing my luck, I'll play Ayton tonight and then he'll go back to playing 20 minutes, but they've been giving him the minutes recently. He's been really productive. If they give him the minutes tonight, he should easily pay off that price point. So, yeah, I do like Ayton a lot. Thanks to your advice, Noah. Yesterday I took down an NBA Yahoo 100-man single-entry tournament. Hey, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Whenever I play Ayton, he disappears like your mustache. Hey, I feel you there, Game Theory. Like I just said, I'll play Ayton tonight, and then this will be the game that he plays 20 minutes. Or gets in foul trouble or something. Just something will go wrong, I'm sure. What score should you target for GPPs? I know they may vary slate to slate, just a range. I mean, there's really no specific number. Like, it's all slate dependent, Like, last slate, there was a lot of great chalk. Like, there was a lot of guys that, were going to be very high owned that projected to do very well. Like, when Giannis was out and you had Middleton underpriced, you had Drew underpriced, and they all smashed. Like, that was just going to be a high-scoring slate, On nights where a lot of the chalk fails, like a lot of the chalk busts, it's going to be a low-scoring slate. Like, it's just, there's no specific number that you need, Some nights you're going to score 300 and you're not going to cash. Some nights you're going to score 300 and you'll take down a tournament. Like, it's all slate dependent. Usually, depending on how the chalk does, that's going to shape up whether it's going to be a high-scoring or low-scoring slate. Devontae Graham killed me last night. Do you like him to rebound tonight? Yeah, I still have interest in Devontae Graham. I said it in my video last night that, Devontae Graham is still a productive player. He only shot the ball like 6 times last game, but he did play 30 minutes. I think he's going to have games where he's going to, actually knock down a good amount of shots. And when those games come, when Devontae Graham gets hot, when he starts knocking down threes, I mean, he's going to get like 35, 36 minutes, and he's got a ton of upside still. I think after he disappointed last game, he's going to be, super low owned, especially compared to, I don't want to say super low owned, but he's definitely going to be a lot lower owned than he was last slate. So I still do like Devontae Graham. Hey, Noah, pulled up late. What do you think about Maudon today now that SGA is out, or is Poku going to get that usage? I mean, Maudon I have interest in for sure. He's super cheap on Yahoo. He's still pretty affordable on DK. I think he's the main interest of mine from OKC. Poku's also viable, but God, I got some bad blood from when a couple slates ago when I played Poku and he gave me 10 DK points. But I think my main interest from OKC is going to be the guards. Maudon, the guy that I like the most. Don't say that about Ayton. I'm playing him tonight. Hey, I think Ayton's a good play tonight, but knowing my luck, I'll play him and then he'll play 20 minutes after getting 32 and 34 minutes, the last 2 games. Zubac or McConnell. If Brogdon's out, I would rather have McConnell between those two. Hit that like button, boys. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. I do always appreciate the likes, man. I appreciate the likes as always, guys. I'm worried about Ayton getting in foul trouble from Vooch. I mean, yeah, foul trouble is always a concern with Ayton. He is a guy that, can pick up fouls, but that's something we can't really predict. Even when you think a guy could get in foul trouble, he won't. I mean, foul trouble is just something. It's like blowouts. You can't really predict blowouts. You can't really predict foul trouble either. Maxey against this no-good Minnesota team. I don't have that much interest in Maxey. I just rarely play him, especially when Porzingis is in. I haven't played the only time I ever play Maxey is whenever Porzingis gets ruled out. So on an 11-game slate, I don't really have a ton of interest in Maxey Kleber. Favorite power forward under 8.3K. It'll probably be Gordon Hayward for me. I'd probably take Gordon Hayward there. Favorite forward, 5,900 and under. Let's see. I would say that if Giannis gets ruled out, it would be Bobby Portis for me for 5,300. But I guess you could go to you can maybe go to Joe Harris. I don't like Joe Harris that much at his price though. I mean, Roby, if he starts, you could play. But like I said, I think Roby's a little bit overpriced. If Giannis gets ruled out, I think it would definitely be Bobby Portis there for me. Next favorite option would probably be Daniel Tice for 5K or Marcus Morris. Probably Daniel Tice be next option. John Wall, John Morant, or Anthony Edwards. Give me John Morant between those three. Clint Capella, a lock at 7,300, scored 47 points in only 27 minutes against Sacramento less than 2 weeks ago. I mean, yeah, it's a really good matchup for Capella. The only concern I have with Capella is the minutes have been trending down for him. He hasn't been getting the big minutes that we saw him getting, earlier in the year. But like I said earlier, John Collins is on the trade block. If John Collins were to get traded tonight, I mean, that would definitely, give a big boost to Capella. That would make me feel a lot better about him. So just keep an eye on that. Don't be surprised if one of these big names gets traded tonight because, the trade deadline's tomorrow, I think. Thoughts on Bogdan Bogdanovic revenge narrative? No interest for me. With DeAndre Hunter back, I don't really see any reason to go to Bogdanovic unless Gallo were to sit. I know Gallo is currently questionable, so that will be something to monitor. But with Hunter back, they just have so many. They have so many more bodies now. Last game, Bogdan, he saw his minutes go back down to 22. He had got 29 and 30 minutes, and then Hunter comes back and he only plays 22 minutes. If Gallo plays, I think Bogdan probably plays 20, 22 minutes. Just not much interest. Not much interest for me. And they've already played Sacramento once this season, so I don't know if there's really much of a revenge narrative there, honestly. Especially with a guy like, Bogdan, who's, it's not like he's a star or anything. Any interest in Fournier if Ross is out? I have some interest in Fournier on Yahoo because he's still pretty affordable over there. I don't think I'm going to be playing him on DK, though. I mean, I just don't really like mini Magic tonight. The Magic are just not a team I ever get a ton of exposure to, especially not on a slate like this one where we have so many other games. Plus, it's, not a great matchup against Phoenix. Thoughts on PJ Dozier for value? I mean, I don't really have that much interest in PJ Dozier. Just not someone I'm really going to be playing. Michael DePolo, $20 super chat. Hey, thank you, Michael. He says, hey, Noah, I missed the live stream on your birthday. Happy belated birthday. Thanks for pumping out all the videos. I appreciate that, Michael. Thank you, man. Thank you for the belated birthday wish. I appreciate that, brother. Thanks for the super chat. Harden a good play. Nash saying if he starts second half, he may have minutes restriction. Thoughts? I mean, I didn't see that anywhere about him having a minutes restriction. He played 40 minutes last night, so I mean, we know Harden leads the league in minutes per game. I assume he's going to play normal minutes tonight if he's able to play. If Harden plays, like I said, he's one of my favorite studs just because we know the upside Harden has with Kyrie and KD off the floor. And like I said, last night he shot god-awful from the field and he still had over 60 DK points. Best small forward, $13 or under. It would probably be Lou Dort. I think Lou Dort's $12, so I'd probably take Lou Dort there. Now the SGA is out. Keldon Johnson interest, not a ton for me, honestly. I just don't play Keldon Johnson, and now that his price is coming up, I know he's had some better games lately, but I don't think I'm going to be going there. There's just other guys I'd rather play at forward over Keldon Johnson. I think he's 6,100 on DK. That just feels a little bit too expensive for me. Harden never had a minutes restriction. Yeah, I don't know. I guess on a back-to-back, maybe they would limit him, but I don't think they would. I mean, until we hear otherwise, I'm assuming Harden's full go. Thoughts on Justice Winslow? I mean, yeah, that's another guy. I just don't have much interest in at all. I don't really see any reason to be playing Justice Winslow on an 11-game slate. I mean, I don't even know what he's been doing recently because I haven't been playing him. I mean, yeah, he's going to get 20 minutes and he's probably going to score at best 25 DK points. I mean, these are the kind of guys I just don't play. I just don't play these guys on big slates. I don't see any reason why you should be playing Justice Winslow on an 11-game slate. Only reason you would be considering Winslow would be, if somebody were to get ruled out from Memphis, like a Kyle Anderson or something. Got to check out. Thanks, Noah. Hey, thanks for being here, T-Bone. Good luck tonight, my man. Saw it on DK. You confirm my thoughts. Okay, I got you, man. I guess, did they put it in the player blurb or something? Oh. For what it's worth, head coach Steve Nash suggested after Tuesday's game that Harden could have his minutes monitored more carefully than normal if he ends up playing in the second half of the back-to-back set. Oh, well, okay, I did not see that. Well, that's interesting. God, the minutes monitored thing, man, that's just, God, that's got to be the most annoying thing. Half the time when the coaches say they're going to monitor a guy's minutes, he just plays his normal minutes. If this game is close tonight and Harden's out, if they're going into the fourth quarter and it's 100 to 100, I mean, Harden's going to play his normal minutes. He's going to check in at his normal time. I would still have interest. If Harden plays tonight, I'm still interested in him. I don't care about that quote. I got burned by that last slate with John Wall. They said John Wall was going to have his minutes limited, and then he played 36 minutes and he smashed. So the minutes limited, minutes monitored shit, it's just so annoying, man. Watch Winslow drop 42. Hey, that'll probably happen now. I feel pretty good about Justice Winslow not being someone you need to get to, though. Harden's still going to play 38 minutes. I mean, Harden leads the league in minutes per game. I don't see why, he would just suddenly play 30 minutes tonight. I'm assuming he's going to play his normal minutes if he plays. I feel like Harden's one of those guys that, wants to be out there. It's not like he's going to... If anything, he'll probably check himself into the game. Let's cash tonight, Noah. Hey, let's get it, Chris. Let's get it, my man. Hopefully we can cash. Hopefully all of us can. Guys, if you got any last-minute questions, throw them in the chat. We'll be live for just a few more minutes. But as always, man, I appreciate you guys being here. Big 11-game slate tonight, so this one's going to be fun for sure. Still, so many question marks tonight, man. It's hard to really give you guys my full thoughts on this slate just because, we still have so many guys questionable. Winslow's going for 30-plus, bank it. Hey, if Winslow goes for 30-plus, then might have to come on here my next stream and do some sort of giveaway or something. Pretty sure last time we had this scenario, though, somebody recommended someone that was a really good play, and they did terrible, so... I feel pretty confident Winslow is going to put up less than 30 tonight. Paul George or Fred VanVleet, this minutes monitoring thing is awful. Hopefully that's something they fix in the offseason. I mean, yeah, it's annoying, man. For DFS, it's one of those things, it's whenever you get those scenarios where you really like someone and then they, it comes out they're going to have their minutes monitored, 9 times out of 10, you wind up not playing them, and then it comes back to bite you. Like with John Wall the other night. I love John Wall once we got Oladipo ruled out, John Wall at 7,100 was a really good play, and then it comes out he's going to have his minutes monitored. It was a back-to-back. I did not wind up playing him, and he played 36 minutes, and he had a triple-double, so it's just annoying. That's probably the worst thing about the NBA is just the injury reporting, the coach speak stuff. It's just you're guessing basically at this point you're just guessing. You can't read these coaches' minds, but you want to try and do your best. If a guy's going to be on a minutes limit, you gotta factor that in. But it seems like anytime I wind up getting off of someone because of coach speak or something, it just comes back to bite me. Levine, Trey, or Kawhi? I'll take Trey there. Definitely like Trey for sure. CP3 or Fred VanVleet? I'll probably take Fred VanVleet between those two. I'll accept any head-to-head if you're going to play Winslow. Hey, same here. If you guys want to send me a head-to-head if you're playing Winslow, I will take him. Thanks for all the help, Noah. Good luck tonight, my man. Hey, good luck to you as well, Tank. Good luck. We appreciate you, Noah, for the videos and answering our questions. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Patrick, and I appreciate you being a member, man. Thank you for the support. Noah, are you having shows for opening day baseball? Most likely, Marcus. It's going to get pretty hectic because baseball season does start in literally like a week. Like it starts next Thursday. So obviously we're going to have NBA and MLB going on at the same time. I want to try and play both sports and, provide content for both sports. It's going to be pretty hectic, but I think I will try and, we'll have to see. We'll have to see, like, in terms of streams, like baseball streams. I don't know how baseball streams are going to do on the channel because I've never streamed baseball before. Obviously, I've been making videos for MLB for years, but I've never actually streamed for MLB. We'll have to see how it does. But I think, at the start of the year, I'm definitely going to try and make videos for both NBA and MLB. And then we'll see how, the viewership's doing. If NBA videos are doing a lot better than MLB, then I might stop making MLB videos for a little bit. But usually when a new sport starts, there's a lot of interest. So I expect when MLB starts next week, there's going to be, a lot of interest for people. Even with NBA still going on. VanVleet or Wall? Probably take VanVleet. Now that Oladipo's back, I don't have that much interest in John Wall. John Wall's just someone, he's obviously a great player, but I just don't really go out of my way to play John Wall when, Oladipo's healthy, when Christian Wood's healthy. 156 watching, 53 likes. Hit the like button, guys. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. I'm going to wrap up the stream here shortly. I appreciate all you guys being here, as always, man. Appreciate the likes for sure. You got stimulus check? No, I did get my stimulus literally just yesterday. I got deposited. I did get my stimulus check. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the stream here. We've been live for about 45 minutes, so as always, man, appreciate you guys being here. Not sure yet if I will be live tomorrow. I have some things to do tomorrow afternoon. My mom's coming over to visit. We'll see. May go live tomorrow. It'll be a little bit earlier than normal if I do, most likely. But if I don't see you guys in the stream tomorrow, hopefully I will have stream Friday. To be determined because I have some things to do Friday afternoon as well. But I'll still have videos up for for Thursday and Friday. Not sure yet if I'll be streaming. But good luck tonight, guys. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you all win tonight. If I don't take down a tournament, hope one of you guys do. All right, good luck, fellas. Good luck.